Greetings, adventurers, and welcome to the Adventure Incorporated podcast. I am your Dungeon Master, Anthony Reed, and this is episode 198. I am feeling it. I am pumped up. Things are getting wild. We are now in a brand new story arc that I'm calling Acrimony of the Lich. This episode and all episodes this episode is, and all episodes are, so this episode and all episodes are brought to you by the patrons at patreon.com/Adventure Inc. I'm talking patrons like Graydon, James, Crystal, Micah, and Sean. Without our patrons, there is a lot that we wouldn't be able to do. And as we get closer to Adventure March, I hope you will truly understand and appreciate just what we have been allowed to do because of the patrons, because of their support of this show. And if you enjoy the show, if you like listening to it, you get value out of it, give a little value back. Come become a patron, and we'll try to give you even more value. You'll get your RSS feed that'll have all your regular episodes of the podcast. Plus, if you are at the appropriate level, you'll be getting bonus episodes. You'll get extra material. I do my Beholder streams for the Beholder level patrons. We've even had some ancient dragons come and play Dungeons and Dragons with me as the DM. It was a blast. We love it every time it happens. So come be part of the adventure, especially as we start to build toward our climactic finale, which is still a ways out. There's still plenty of time before that, but it's coming. All right, I don't want to waste any more time. I'm so excited to get this story arc going, so let's get started. Nobles and farmers, knights and wenches, gather round to hear a tale of excitement and mystery. Brave adventurers facing grave dangers. Keth, the fighter monk.
Like, usually when you bring people back from the dead in books, it turns out really bad.
That's just to sell more books.
ReedJebeddo, the rogue.
God, it's so good to see something positive happen. God, I'm so glad to be back home. Let's make sure we get Clug fixed up, then we'll have 2 under our belts. This is awesome.
Jennuvera, the sorcerer. Jennuvera, you are a powerful sorcerer capable of very strong magics.
Oh, this is the first time someone acknowledges how good I am at magic and convict me of a fucking crime? What the shit?
Gillik, the paladin warlock.
Can we find you, something else to tap into instead?
Yeah.
What, and give it 4 levels of Warlock? Are you shitting me?
And Asher, the druid barbarian.
Asher, puts his hand on Jebeddo's shoulder. This is the most affectionate you've ever seen Asher.
Prepare yourselves, for this is the tale of Adventure Incorporated. Then let's get started. This is not the way I typically do that, I guess. It's fine.
Let's get
ready to start it!
Let's get ready to D&D!
So, as you guys are...
pump the jam. Pump it up.
As you guys are returning back to Adventure Incorporated... Adventure Incorporated...
Where?
Adventure Incorporated.
One more time.
Adventure Incorporated.
Some of the enchantment magic has lingered on you, and it has empowered you beyond your abilities that you already had, although not to the level that it did while you were within the ley line. So you've all reached level 12.
Whee!
Hooray!
So we're going to go around real quick and talk about what level 12 looks like for each of you. Jennuvera, what's your level 12 look like?
Fucking nothing.
Salty Sandra.
Yeah.
Hooray!
I bumped my charisma up to... I got an ability score improvement, so I bumped my charisma up. So... But that's it.
All right.
That's it.
That'll mechanically matter, I'm sure.
I got a couple more hit points. Not
Makes your
many.
spell DC harder.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that slightly more charismatic Jennuvera. Now actually the most charismatic anyone can be
I mean,
and still be human. Or
everyone,
a greater race.
everyone loves me. So, like, I think I'm doing a good job.
Asher, what's your level up look like?
I took a second level in Barbarian for some
What?
reason. And, yeah, I said I was going to. Now I can...
attack. Non-stop reckless attack.
I can reckless attack, which is fun. I can give myself advantage on an attack roll, but the next attack against me has advantage. And then, like, traps. I'm better at finding them now.
You were pretty good at finding them before.
Yeah, walking into them.
Right.
That's how I found them. Recklessly. But reckless attack is pretty fun. Reckless a trap. So that'll be fun. And then that's it. And then some HP and some yada yadas.
HP.
Gillik, what's your level up look like?
So I got a Warlock Patron feature. So now once per short rest, or long rest, excuse me, Shadow Lord. I can...
Once per long rest, Shadow Lord.
Shadow Lord. After you hit with either a melee or Eldritch Blast attack, but before you roll damage, I may use this feature. The loss you inflict on your opponent, if you do your damage becomes necrotic, and you regain hit points equal to the damage done with this attack. You may use this feature once per long rest. So I can
vampire them?
Yeah, I can vampire them once a day.
Neat.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. And then also I got a spell, and I took tongues.
Yeah.
That's separate from the spell. He just has a jar of tongues
I
now.
just grabbed them.
I
I
did.
took them.
Right.
It's getting real creepy.
So that
mine
makes
now.
you 7th level warlock, 5th level paladin.
Nope, I'm 6 and 6.
6 and 6. Beautiful.
Nice.
Split right in the middle.
One more class.
What a cool build.
Yeah.
Necromancer.
One more class.
Right.
Uh,
Perfect.
Gebeddo, what does your level look like?
I also got an ability score improvement. So Gebeddo's intelligence is now 20. He's so smart. Anthony, you have to make it known. Because I don't know how to play that. But I got that plus 5 ability score.
What are you giving me shit for charisma?
I'm pretty sure you have to walk around over-explaining everything to everyone.
Actually.
Actually.
So yeah.
So you're mostly right.
Yeah, I mean, I understand where you would think that.
Oh, God.
You know, what I understood it to mean is a little different.
Right, but you're on the right track.
He's small and he'll pipe up from the back.
Oh, please. Gebeddo's never in the back.
Unless
fair.
you want him to be. Also, I have 72 hit points now.
Great.
Wow. That's almost as much as everyone else.
Keth, what's your level up look like?
So I just want to make sure I'm doing the hit points right.
Oh, boy.
So it says 1d8 or 5 plus your Constitution modifier per monk level
Yeah,
after
this
first.
is-
So I'm going to take
This
it.
is one of the times when you can just add 5.
No, really?
Plus your con mod.
Don't we use...
But what does that mean per monk level after the first?
It basically means each time you level up, you add 1d8 plus the...
Your
con
con.
modifier.
modifier.
Which I have
And
a
if your
2,
con
so-
modifier were to increase, it would increase for every one of those levels.
Right, so if you're level 12 and your con modifier is +2, another way you could do it is you have 24 extra hit points from your con modifier.
Sure,
If
but
for
that's going to be
whatever
real
reason-
confusing for him. So from whatever hit points you
He's a
previously
doctor.
had, whatever hit points you previously
He's
had,
not a math doctor.
That's 7.
sure,
Doctor
add 7 and you're
math.
done.
He puts anesthesia
Or
in
you could
people.
roll a d8 and add that number plus 2.
I did that, and then I had less hit points than our sorcerer, so I didn't. I stopped.
Yeah.
Wait,
No, same.
Yeah.
what, did you change your con modifier?
No, I haven't changed that.
Okay, so that's... Alright, did you ever take a feat like toughness or anything?
No, I mean, no. I'm pretty confident I'm at the right number up until right now.
Okay.
So
But you took a monk level.
yeah, so I'm a level 8 monk, which gives me an ability score improvement. So I'm going to increase my wisdom.
Okay.
So I have a 13 for wisdom.
Keth's getting a little wiser.
Yeah. And it gives me another key point, which is fun.
Good. Okay.
So now you get 1,000 attacks around.
Yeah. Where did that come from? I was like confused. I was doing it wrong apparently at first.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, definitely.
It works out now. We're doing it right now. All right. The sensation of that you guys are all familiar with, traveling between these planes, the twisting, the spinning, the crushing, it suddenly stops. And the 5 of you are standing in the tower, the Ritual Tower at Adventure Incorporated, where you have returned many times before. Sitting in a chair in this room is someone you don't recognize.
I pull out my sword.
He's snoozing.
Are they facing us or away from?
They're facing you. They're tall, thin, older-looking man, but not one you recognize, and he is human.
Not spooky tower.
Jennuvera whispers to whoever is closest to her, "I'm gonna kill Patrick."
Geppetto laughs out loud.
Patrick?
Oh my God,
real
this is
loud.
Patrick.
Oh, you came back.
Who are you?
Oh, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Smocks.
I'm a chimney sweep. And
I'm Anthony's new character voice he's been working on.
Oh, I don't have enough fucking voices. I come up with a different fucking voice, and everyone shits all over it.
No, I love it. I
I'm
love
off and
Smocks.
down the chimney sweep.
I'm supposed to be waiting for you, lot.
Why? Who let you in
Why are
here?
you waiting for us?
I work for your the bosses here. I work for everyone. I work here.
Which are?
You're the boss
Which are?
here.
Oh.
Yeah, I work for you.
We didn't hire you. I don't remember
Well,
hiring
no.
you.
I mean,
you didn't.
Wait, have you guys hired someone?
I mean, I hired Rikus.
Shouldn't we be allowed to
I've
hire
never
people?
hired anyone. I've never sat in on an interview. You know what? I think it's important for me to put that down on my list of things to do before we go out on another adventure.
Hire
I want to make sure that
one
I sit
person.
in. Yeah, I want to sit in on an interview process.
I wonder what
what's
the
your name?
process is. So I'm with
Right.
you, Geppetto.
My name's Smocks, and as soon as you show up, I'm supposed to take you
that's right.
to go and see the Mistress Redbridge.
Oh, great. She can
Okay.
she can
Okay.
help us out with making sure that we get
bet-
sorted on
Yeah.
what does it even mean to work here? You know what I mean?
I bet she knows a good process, and we can kind of adapt from
Yeah.
hers and make it fit our own sort of image.
I will say, very fair hiring process when I came here. I felt, to me, seemed very
Oh,
fair.
nice.
All right.
Do you remember who
Great.
interviewed you?
Yeah, I mean, it was Mistress Redbridge. That was her thing. But anyway, we should go because I don't want to lose this job I just got.
Yeah, I just have one question. Did you think it was weird that we didn't do a background check but did do a zone of truth? Was that a little aggressive?
I mean, Zone of Truth seems pretty typical these days for
Yeah, I
anywhere
feel
you're trying
okay.
to work, so
Just
it's
wanted to
fine.
make sure.
All right, let's go. Come on, come with me. Come along, my bosses, eh?
He flies away with a fucking umbrella. Like,
I'm with Smokes.
Jen-
He just, like,
Jennuvera
turns-
follows.
Yeah, no, he slides down like a fireman's pole, and like all of a sudden, like a bunch of children
So,
in ruddy
Yeah, it's
gear.
like all.
I don't think
Right,
this is
although-
I don't think this is a funny bit in this, you guys.
no, I think
Oh,
so.
this is great. This character is the man.
Yeah, this character reminds
I'm a
me.
chimney sweep.
Right,
So
he definitely leads
guys have a-
orphans, right?
Yeah.
Did you have a pleasant trip?
Through time and space.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
Yeah, it was all right.
all things considered, yeah, it was one of our better sort of trips.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
what is the what month and year is it? How long have we been gone?
the winter is almost over here. You know, it's getting to be we're getting towards the end of Celian now.
Oh, geez.
You've been gone a couple months.
Okay.
Okay.
We did spend 2 months.
I don't
on
like
the ship,
that. I don't like that. Ugh.
So
We did kind of get a little stranded.
Yeah, we
at
were
one
on
point.
that boat a while, and then on Turtle Island a while.
So not too long in the ley line, it seems.
Yeah.
You guys open out onto the grounds of Adventure Incorporated, and it is incredibly quiet.
Too quiet.
It does strike you that there's almost nothing going on around here. It is late at night, but even late at night, this place seems to usually be pretty well, have a lot of activity, and that is not the case right now.
Hey, Smocks, where is everybody?
Oh, there's a lot of missions out nowadays. Lot going on.
Like what?
Oh, my mission was to sit and wait for you guys, so I don't really know what everyone else is doing, but it's a lot. There's a lot going on.
Okay.
All right.
Redbridge should be around here somewhere, and he's taking you guys to the outer wall of the compound.
Asher has never put his sword away, but he's just been a little less intimidating with it.
You've noticed that the outer wall has been built up so that there's there's like a rampart along the inside, looking out over down toward Mughamara. Right, just we'll come up the stairs here, and we should be able to find her up here.
Do we see her?
Great.
Yeah, he leads you guys up the stairs, and she is looking over. There's like a small guardhouse up here that she is looking over some maps, and then there's a window that looks, or like an opening that looks out onto Mughamara from here. Oh, they arrived. Oh, I came and got them just like you told me to. Brought them right to you. I feel like I've done a good job here. Yeah. Just go back and wait for the next time they show up.
Chimchery! And he flies
Right.
away in an umbrella.
Yeah, I can do that. I'll do just that. Great, thank you. Bye. Okay. The timing.
Nice guy. What a nice guy.
Yeah. That was a
What
great
is up,
hire.
Yeah.
Redbridge?
There have been some attacks recently, and I guess the timing here is good. For once, it feels like maybe we can catch a break in this. The undead have been spreading very rapidly.
Oh, boy.
And I'm not really sure. I'm not sure what we can do about this anymore. I don't think we can push this off any longer.
I look back at the rest of the group. Didn't we just send someone to do some scouting on the undead? Or am I misremembering?
I would hope that we've been monitoring the whole time.
We've been working on this problem for a while, but I think it's finally reached a point that it's beyond the people
Monitoring?
we've been sending.
Yeah.
Are we closer to being able to isolate the Lich's heart magic thing?
I think we need to talk about this. I think we have as many tools as we're going to be able to get, and
Phylactery.
Bless you.
all right. Let's head down to my office. I think maybe we can. Wait a second. From the horizon, coming from Mughamara, you see a single rider riding up toward the gates of the compound. She's Redbridge puts a hand up. She says, "Hold on, we got to be careful about this."
We expected somebody?
No.
I bet it's
The rider comes up. If someone wants to make a perception check, you
I
can.
bet it's added.
Done. I'll do it.
no. I bet it's Ket's girlfriend.
I bet it's a smoldering corpse on top of a horse.
Me too.
I love all these guesses.
I got a 19 on my passive perception. It's Adnan, right?
Gillik was closest, as you see Spooky Todd riding up the road.
Yay!
on a black horse.
I missed him.
yeah.
Oh, he hates me. I miss him though.
As he approaches, he says, "Let me in! Let me in! I bring news!"
Oh my god, do it, quick!
Yeah, it's Todd.
It's Spooky Todd.
Todd.
I yell.
Just
I yell
Todd.
from the ramparts.
She hesitates. Are we sure?
Cast Zone of
Wait,
Truth on
what?
him.
We know.
Wait.
Why wouldn't we be?
Why wouldn't we be?
I believe that it could be Todd, but are we sure that this is not one of... Are we sure that Todd is still Todd?
What?
Hey, Todd.
What?
Yeah, that sounds like him.
Yeah, it does sound like him.
Todd,
you
what's
were-
a
you
Todd?
turned
What's
into,
a
like, some
nickname
kind
we
of-
used to call you?
I do not have time for you giving me a small quiz. I have important news, and I bring something I think you will find most valuable.
Gebetto like shrugs and looks
That is spot
right.
on.
Yeah, he like looks at Redbridge and he like, yeah. I mean,
That seems
Redbridge like rolls her eyes. She's like, "Okay."
yeah.
She opens
So
the gate
humorless.
for Todd, and she says, "Let's go down and see what he has." So she leads the five of you down from the rampart to where Todd is dismounting his horse.
and the
he
horse
says,
is a skeleton, and Spooky Todd is also a skeleton, and everything is super normal.
Right. That was not Spooky Todd. Now he's Untodd.
"Untodd."
Untodd.
Right.
He says, "The undead are making their way into Kien as we speak. I've come as quickly as I can, but we must stop them before they come closer." Redbridge sighs. She's like, we need to put an end to this. We cannot keep eroding our line like this. We've been working on this problem for a while, and I have some tools I think will help you, but there are still parts of this problem we can't solve, and you're going to have to figure something out. I don't know who else we would have do this, and I know you've got important things you're working on, but I don't know who else we could get to stop this now. Here's what we know about the Lich. He created a group of Death Knights. Those Death Knights guarded his power. Through what we've been able to try to do, we've managed to take down, at least temporarily, 3 of the Death Knights. But there is still one that we need to deal with.
And the Lich himself.
And the Lich himself. But the Lich cannot be dealt with. You won't even be able to get into his lair if you don't deal with the Death Knights first. This last Death Knight, I sent a group out and we acquired an artifact I think will help deal with this Death Knight. She moves over and grabs like a spear that she had leaned up. It's a long, silvery spear with intricate carvings along the handle. And she says, if you can spear the Death Knight with this, it should block his power, keep him restrained. Then you can try to deal with the Lich's lair. I still don't know how we can deal with the corruption that has been built up around the Lich's lair. It protects that place. Todd says, that I believe I can help with. There were some seeds gathered by a group here, given to you some time ago. Redbridge says, yes, we sent a party to get something like that.
Wait.
Those seeds. Yes.
The seeds of change?
No. These...
Wait, not the seeds in his castle, Lapoka.
No. No, these were found to try and abate the undead. They were sought out by a group of adventurers, but not you, but one from Adventure Incorporated. I dealt with them when we went to find the seeds.
How do they work?
Those... I know a ritual that will help withdraw the corruption in the area when they are used. We can enchant them.
Now,
That
okay,
leaves-
here's a, she like side eyes Gillik. Here's a question. If these seeds dry out all forms of corruption, is it temporarily? Is it permanently? What is the fine print?
They draw the corruption of the undead.
Okay, so they're very like
Okay.
undead specific.
Yes. They are an artifact of my order when it once existed. They will abate the corruption of the land. They will not affect the undead themselves, but they will draw the strength that they have pushed into the land away.
Okay.
That leaves only the phylactery to deal with. We don't have any good answers for dealing with the phylactery.
So, what if we took the phylactery into a ley line? Like, we're closing them anyway. What if we just leave it in there when we close it?
Well, that seems like we would corrupt a whole form of magic somehow.
There's that. That's
There's
I
only
mean,
one
the
left,
phylactery
right?
doesn't have any power in and of itself. It just feeds power to the Lich, right?
Well, it like
No,
what we
It
learned last
contains-
time was like
It-
it's how the Lich regenerates, right?
Yeah.
It regenerates wherever the ley line is, and so it would regenerate in that ley line. But like, I never felt like we had any. I don't know. I mean, look at Vrath, right? Like he's been in that ley line we just left for a long time, and it's not like he.
Oh, so you mean basically we would send the Lich to the ley line to be
Yeah.
trapped in there? I see.
Like,
That is an option.
he would
But that-
stay there, and he would be there, but like, I mean,
is there any other banishment that we can do? Because, you know,
And is there any way that maybe we don't have the knowledge to destroy a phylactery, but is there anywhere we could go that might, or anyone that we know that might know how to destroy a phylactery?
We could ask the one undead person living in our compound right now. I don't know if she would
Oh yeah,
specifically
Plug?
know. Oh, you're right. One of the undead living in our castle right now. I was talking about
that
Evian.
one.
Evian is quite a ways away right now, at your palace, maintaining your...
Oh my god, I totally forgot I'm king!
Best to not let your kingdom know that.
She looks
But-
around. And she looks at Todd. She puts a finger to her lips.
He does not respond. He just stares at you. Evian is acting
You're right,
as
she's
your
busy.
regent. She may still be able to help with a phylactery, but I don't know that.
do we have any like undead? Is there like we don't have like a secret group of like undead researchers in the basement somewhere?
We have.
Like,
we
on
definitely
this kinda
set a group
shit?
working on this a long time
Like,
ago.
I feel like we have something in like a hidden secret room behind the
We
library.
can check in with them.
Yeah.
We don't, not that I'm aware of. We've sent people to deal with this issue. We've sent people out to try and handle the liches and liches minions and try to find tools against the lich. The one who has had the most interaction on this has been Rikus, and he is out scouting Kian now. So if you go with Todd to try and quell this, then maybe we can meet up with Rikus and you can get more information from him. I don't know.
Wait a second. Jennuvera, you like books. You don't have like a book anywhere that was like that says how to make a phylactery. That Lich isn't the only Lich. That knowledge is out there somewhere.
That's in the restricted
spooky
section.
Books.
You don't read this.
I don't really read. Yeah, since I can't do it, like.
That's in the restricted section.
I feel like we should have a restricted section.
God damn it,
Harry
Slughorn.
Potter reference.
But we definitely, a long time ago, sent a bunch of people to the library, and so, clearly there's nothing there, because they would have been working for the past 2 years, and if they hadn't found anything by now, that's just, they're not going to find anything.
It seems unlikely we have instructions for how to make or unmake a phylactery sitting on the shelf, and we just didn't realize it.
Yeah, I think the idea of banishing is a good idea. I worry about the implications of leaving a super powerful undead in a font of pure magic.
The magic we're using comes from the pure pieces that we bring back, so I'm not... I mean, when the ley line's closed, the ley line's closed, so I don't think it's a bad idea.
Well, aren't they more conduits to, they're like remaining pieces, and then when we hopefully reopen the ley lines, we reopen it and that whole font of magic is corrupted, right? Because otherwise magic goes away.
I mean, maybe we wouldn't. I don't think we know the consequences, but we do
We
know
don't.
if we leave.
That's my point.
Well, we
That's
know
the point.
the consequences of not doing something.
Right, and I don't
Exactly,
think this is... I'm just trying to think about, why I'm hesitant.
Yeah.
You might not have any better options.
If we do this seed ceremony and kill the knight and then kill a bunch of the undead, we're kind of just left with the Lich, his phylactery, and he can just rebuild his army, right? So we'd be just kind of delaying this issue.
Yes, and
Yeah.
I worry that the last few months have been a nightmare. The corruption has spread. Carapath has ceded more ground to the Lich's control. His armies have been harrying villages. Morevia is full of refugees fleeing. Even the swamp witches are taking up root in Morevia.
Wow.
Do we have any kind of organized allies that can help us with this fight?
From what I understand, Clyde has been sending troops to try and deal with the large patches of the undead that he can deal with, but I think you are the surgical team.
Sounds like he's
here.
doing a really good job.
Sure.
It's probably really hard on him, so I just wanted to... It's probably he's... Anyway.
He's not here.
No, I know. Nobody said he was doing a good job, and I just feel like, the fact that he's doing everything he can.
No one was saying he was doing a bad job.
Well,
He's doing everything he can.
Yeah, so it's a...
Yeah, we appreciate it. He's doing great.
Okay,
I think while his armies try to face the undead, you are the hope that you can go in behind the lines, that you can deal with the Lich, and then
I mean, we can deal with the Lich. Let's go. Also, along the way, if
Todd
we can,
turns around and immediately starts to walk away. So, as you say, let's go. But now you can continue.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I'm super worried about the Magic Man right now. And I know that seems like a secondary problem, but if we can brainstorm along the way, stuff that we might be able to do to help him, because I feel like he can probably help us.
Yeah, I think we've got mutually exclusive problems right now, right?
Yeah.
With the Magic Man and killing the Lich. And then, connected to killing the Lich is what to do with the phylactery after.
Well, I think we have to figure out... Yeah. It's just we got a lot of stuff to talk about on the way.
I think it is also important to remember that the ley line of alteration is in the...
Sorry, the what,
Not
Todd?
alteration, sorry. What? That wasn't Todd. That was...
Redbridge.
Redbridge. Not alteration. What is the magic? Transmutation. I think it is important to remember that the ley line of transmutation is in the south of Carapath.
We
It
can
is
just take the
near-
phylactery and change it into something else. That doesn't...
If you can wield transmutation in that way while you're there, maybe. I don't. You've more experience with that than I do.
I mean, look at all the stuff that we could do in enchantment.
I don't know any of the stuff you could do in enchantment.
Sorry, I was saying that to the people who were there. Sorry, Redbridge.
We could do a lot
it
of
was
stuff.
really cool. I had wings. Anyway.
I could walk on water.
I became a giant.
But that might be... Right?
A giant what?
A giant.
Oh.
Giant dude.
Gebeddo holds a fist out for a fist bump.
Yeah. Keth bumps.
But that's something...
Todd smirks.
Like,
What? What?
He
That's
really
it.
hates Asher.
End the campaign. It's done.
yeah, we won. We officially,
Roll credits.
Yeah, we officially
The true
won.
villain has been defeated.
D&D has been
retired.
won. We did it. Everyone that's been listening, you're welcome. Good night.
Who knew it'd be Mikey?
Not Mikey.
All right. Are we prepared to go then?
This feels weird. This feels rushed. But yeah, it sounds important. Do we? You know exactly where you want to take us?
We are going to Kien.
Great. Oh, by the way, Todd, you're like a part of the Order of Iora, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, just out of curiosity, you don't know anything about like Lich stuff. There's no, you don't have any like hidden books anywhere on the subject.
I have spent my whole life searching for answers on the undead, how to deal with this darkness, how to shunt it away. But I'm not
perfect.
carrying books on it, no.
Okay. Do you know where would I go to like if I wanted to like get knowledge on that stuff?
I am not comfortable with the line of questioning you are following, Gillik, Erdrad.
Okay.
I am
Why?
not convinced from the way you have been asking that your intention with this knowledge is something I'd be willing to let you pursue.
To destroy a phylactery?
That does not seem like where you're going with this.
Okay. You know what? Let's just go. I'll leave this one alone.
I think that's best.
On a lighter subject, how's the whole corruption of the Iora Church going?
We can speak
Like
on the
with
road.
Lighter
Yeah.
subject.
You fucking idiot.
Hey, on a lighter subject, how's the bastardization of that religion you practice going?
Yeah. Let's just liven the mood up a bit. How's the blood god doing? I know he was the light god, but he's now the blood god. Is he all right?
Hey,
How's he
you want to talk about some light subjects? What are your political opinions?
I see.
Do you
It was
think
a pun.
do you think free will exists? Let's just talk
Right.
about something light. I don't know
Yeah,
if you want.
He was talking about Iora, so it was a pun. It was a light subject.
Sure, yeah.
Right. Right. So is the light still red or is it back to white?
We were trying to bail you out, bud.
Along the pathway, he does tell you about that. He says there has been a shift among our followers. Increasingly, they follow the paths of blood. I have tried to stay out of church politics. I know the path of Iora that I will follow. I know the true ways. Light guides me, and if there are others who cannot see that, they deserve whatever fate they get.
So we're on the road right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Gillik's at some point. Gillik's going to make sure that Spooky Todd is in front of him as they're walking or traveling or wherever.
Yeah, and
Gillik-
Todd's pretty willing to do that. Like he pushes ahead pretty fast. He's got long legs. He left the horse at Adventure Incorporated though.
Excellent. Gillik's going to use Divine Sense and see if Todd is smelling of evil or if he's not. If he's looking good.
A blast of harmonious sound pours off of Todd.
Ooh.
Really? Todd's just like pure good? That's the sense I'm getting?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay. Okay, yep. Then we're just going to keep on going.
Can you hear and smell yourself? Like, or is it one of those? You know what I mean?
That's a deep question by Mike Ellison.
You got to do that awkward arm stretch.
If a Gillik falls in the woods, can he hear himself?
Right.
That really got me.
No, I don't believe Divine Sense works on yourself.
Oh boy.
No, however,
Are you sure?
if it's powered, what's up? The goal of the ability is to tell if something's good or evil or not. So if you don't know your own alignment, then you might have deeper problems.
Tell me about it, Gillik.
You know what? He's got a point. But my point was that my divine sense is powered by, well, technically Iora, but all the gods. So if Iora thinks it's good, then it might not necessarily come out that Todd's evil or crazy. I don't know. Todd seems weird.
Yeah, but it's powered by the court at large, as you don't follow any one particular god, per se.
That's true.
And so as long as you have faith that the gods as a whole are still good, aligned, then you're in good shape.
Okay. That's.
I don't know what that means.
For in the
What?
Manuel Dalchem for my level up.
Oh, that's what you took for your level up?
Yeah.
Okay. We should have talked about that. We can do that right now. I'll pull up the stuff. I'll get you the stuff.
Yeah. Well, because in the cart on the way to wherever we're going, Gebetto is going to pull out his traveling alchemy set so that he can set out his loadout for
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
this
That's
next mission.
You're not traveling by cart, you're traveling on foot, but
Well,
there were no carts available. But it doesn't take very long to get to Kian, and you have time when you're taking rests or whatever to do that.
I was going to say it must be at least a day away, right? Everything's
Yeah. So you've taken the reflection mirror.
yeah.
A mirror that once per day can be used to reflect a spell that targets the wielder back at the caster.
Cool.
And it is 3 points.
Oof.
Cool.
And so how many? I get 5 points. Is that right?
You do.
Okay.
Currently have 5 points, yes. Oops.
Cool.
I opened the same document.
All right.
It's not helpful.
So knowing what we're going up against, Gebetto will be crafting a soul stone. The luck charm and a reflection mirror.
During your rest period, Gebetto, you reach into your pocket and you find something you don't remember putting in your pocket. It is a smooth oval orange stone.
It is.
Huh.
It's the red pill. Take it.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, Gebetto swallows.
That's a The Matrix
Jabella-
reference, and I get that now.
Gebetto puts it in his yoni.
It's about the size of a human fist. So it's
Ooh.
for you. It's bigger than a fist.
Oh, so it's a suppository.
That'd be a big suppository for Gebeddo.
Gebeddo very carefully puts it in his yoni.
It's an analgesic, not an analgesic.
Anal jeez.
What?
As you spend some time with it, you realize that this is enchantment.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah, we should have checked on that.
Yeah. What is it?
It's just a big rock.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Does Gebeddo show us?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, break some windows.
Once per week, this item may be used by any one of the 5 of you to embody your level 20 form for 1 round.
Whoa.
Nice.
But, like, you have to have it on you, or whoever's wielding
Yes.
it? Or? Oh.
Yeah, you have to have it on you.
Give it to Jennuvera.
No, don't give it. Please don't give it to me. Please don't give. I don't think that I can not
I'll take
just
it.
use it to give myself wings back.
I'll do it.
Oh no.
I am not.
Wings and
I
meteor
am
swarm.
not. I can't have it.
She wasted an entire turn.
Basically.
You got wings and then they're gone.
You would have the wings for a whole round.
Is it? Do you think? Hey, Todd.
It's 6 seconds.
Hey,
you would
Todd.
have the wings for 6 seconds.
Hey, Todd. Do you think we're going to be traveling for more than a week?
No, we are traveling for 2 days.
Give it to someone else, please.
Asher holds out his hand. Give to me.
All right. Yeah.
Yay.
I mean, you turned into a ridiculous, enormous giant and then punched that thing to death. So, yeah.
Can you do that in one turn? Can you do that in one turn?
I don't know. We'll find out.
That's two actions, right?
Well, because I guess... Ooh. Because the spell is 1 action.
Oh. What is punching?
So here's my question. You have to be holding the stone to use it, but Asher could use it in 1 turn and then toss it, and then one of us could catch it or pass it off or whatever and use it.
No, because it will only be able to be used once per week.
I mean...
Oh, because you said once per week each of us can...
No, once per week it can
I
be
see what
used.
you're saying. That's not the intent.
Okay.
The stone can be used once per week.
Okay.
Any of you can use it, but it can only be used once per week total.
The only reason I'd say it'd be nice for me to have it then, other than that, is that once per week I could be in wild shape and cast a spell.
Also, you might want to give it to me.
Yeah.
Because
You got some boom booms.
I got a big boom.
You got several booms that are bigger.
You have access to nuclear-powered spells at level 20.
I
think
think...
call down...
You get 1 round. Who else would you give it to?
Asher's
call
like...
down meteors.
I can too, but
Instantly. So
I also can.
I promise you all that I will not use it just to have wings again. I will probably fly when I use it.
Yes, correct. You should. That's awesome.
Yeah. Fly straight up, and then 6 seconds later, plummet,
and then have just 4. Right.
Although,
no.
to be fair, I almost screwed everything up and then solved everything when I was level 20.
Yeah.
So and then Asher gives it to you. When I cast Antipathy or Sympathy on the thing, and then it was like, oh no.
That was great. that was amazing. I think that was the highest damage output probably we've seen.
I didn't do any damage.
Equivalent though. We avoided having to fight many flying creatures, which were really strong.
I mean, if you really want to be really insane, you could just be like, all right, I cast Wish and do something super insane.
Wish for 1 million gold.
I don't think she can learn
exactly.
Wish. Wizards learn Wish,
I can't
right?
do Wish.
Sorcerers?
You can't learn
sorcerers
Wish?
Cannot learn Wish. Yes, they can. They sure can, my dudes.
Oh, well, okay.
In conjuration, even.
Yeah, but
You're so
Jennuvera would
quick
wish
with
for
the
Clyde to
spells.
love her, so it's probably best for her to stick with meteors.
For 6 seconds, he thinks, "Wow, I love."
Yeah, we're gonna have to move some troops over here, or maybe like we can get some other. I love Jennuvera. Whatever else is going on over here. To just
Clyde, what was that? What did you just say?
I said we gotta move some troops over here.
No,
it's
no,
really
no.
gonna
Before
be best
that.
Yeah, I remember.
I don't think I said anything. It's fine. Okay, so
Jennuvera puts it in her pocket gently.
Already uses it.
She does not. She does not.
She doesn't
is
tell anyone.
Going to be very responsible.
Just fucking
Just
wings
use it.
pop out. We're like, come
Use
on!
it to wish that you can use it more than once. Man, that one's gonna blow up.
okay. Yep. Now no one can cast a conjuration spell again. Good job.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys spend one night on the road. You continue to push on in the morning toward Kien. By evening, Todd puts up a hand. He says, "We are close now. I do not know what state the village will be in when we arrive.
Wisconsin.
But I would prepare for a fight."
Okay. Oh, hey, Todd. Last time we saw you, you were like walking away really depressed. Like, what happened? Where'd you go?
I have been many places trying to find my place in this world. Trying to
I hear that,
find
man.
what it means to no longer have my order at my side. This has been a welcome focal point. Something to deal with. Something to do good.
Cool. Yeah. Are you feeling better than before? Like, things coming along, like...
I will be happy to be rid of this foul creature. What happens after that, I do not know.
Alright, well, let's go kill some shit.
Let's. As you guys travel down the road for another 20 minutes or so, everyone give me a perception check.
Done.
Oh.
Man, yay.
21.
16.
10.
11.
Okay. So Asher and Gebetto, you guys spot a figure crouched down near the side of the road. They seem to be looking down. You guys are coming up to the village of Kien off of a small rise, so you can see the village down below. Smoke streams up from the village. All of you can see that. That it appears that buildings are on fire. Some of them have already burned. And you can see, Asher and Gebetto can see a figure crouched by the side of the road watching the village. Gebetto, you're pretty sure by the outline that it's Rikus.
Hey, Asher, isn't that guy you hired?
Rikus?
Yeah, I think so. Over there, by the plant. Shit. It's not a fern. It looks like a ficus.
The figure stands up, like he just heard something.
Yep, it's Rikus.
He sits back down.
What do you think he's doing out
he's
here?
Scouting. What he's been told to do. He's just by the trail, or...
Yeah, he's like looking down at the town from this like high vantage point on the path.
Huh.
It like has like a couple of small switchbacks that head back down into the town from
Right.
this rise.
And how far away is he?
Probably like 50 feet.
Is like there's no sense of danger or anything, right? Like
Other than the town burning.
yeah.
Not really,
But like
yeah.
immediate danger is what I mean. Like
Yeah, you don't sense anything immediately dangerous.
okay. Gebetto's gonna call out to him and be like, "Hey, Rikus, come here. What's going on, man?"
Rikus slowly turns back toward the six of you. He does not respond to your call except to turn to look at you.
Oh, no. Something's not right. He's much faster than that normally. He is. What?
It's true.
No,
You're not wrong.
he's much faster. He usually is. He's very quick to turn around.
He is. You say a word that sounds like his name, and he's there. And if he's only turning around slowly, something's not right.
Yeah. Can we, like... Does he look different at all? Or, like...
Yeah.
Yeah, as you start to close the distance a little bit, he moves slowly towards you, and you see that his eyes are a milky white.
God
damn it.
Asher.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
This doesn't look good for your hiring record, bud.
No, this is the second best friend that's died. And
Well, we don't know he's dead yet. We don't know he's dead yet.
Look,
Don't...
he
You know, he might just
looks
be...
like he's distinctively not dead. Undead.
Well, we don't know that either.
you will.
Let's not assume that either. Let's give Rikus the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he's under mind control. Right?
It's true.
Well,
I
close is he?
smell evil on the air.
Did Reika say that, or is that...
That was Todd.
Okay, because I was like, now I'm confused.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's not something an evil person would say.
Because
you.
as we established, you cannot smell yourself.
Yeah, now I'm worried that it's Josh, that he smells Gillik.
I bathe.
And we didn't have time to bathe, everybody.
Yeah. Is that... Todd, you're the expert. Is that undead, or is that under control?
Todd reaches down into his robes, and he pulls a symbol of Iora, a golden vial, aloft, and he closes his eyes for a moment, and he mumbles some words under his breath, and then says, "Be gone!" A flash of light bursts from the vial dangling from the chain, and it washes over Rikus, who hisses and turns and flees.
Well, shit.
Definitely undead.
Yeah, Gebetto puts his hand on Asher's, forearm. Sorry, bud.
That's great. Just great. Okay. It's kind of my fault. Asher sits down on the cart.
Mikey, did you just say yeah?
Yeah, you dick. Yeah. It was your
Rikus. I mean, I'm not Rikus. Todd. You don't hear him, but he nods. Keth.
Which is great, because, how would he know he's been gone forever?
Right. He just assumes it's your fault. We must continue on. He will not be the only one here.
What was that spell that you just did, and can you teach it to us?
It is not a spell. It was a channeling of my divine energy
Can you
to turn those undead away.
teach that to us?
I can do it too.
If you wish to devote yourself to Iora as a cleric,
Oh, I'm busy.
I don't really have any energy. I have to study a lot for my magic, so I kind of have to. If I just maybe spend a little bit of one amount of time.
I'm really more of a holidays twice a year kind of church go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mega Mass for me, really. That's kind of where, the big three, right?
I go to Easter for my grandma and really nothing else.
So no, that's a no. Okay. All right.
I cannot teach you to the trade of the cleric in such a short time,
Yeah.
no.
Can you give us maybe just bullet point list the 3 things that are gonna hurt the undead the most? Like, maybe they are super susceptible to fire. That would be convenient. Fire or acid would be convenient for me.
They are not. If you are able to channel the light may burn them more. If you are able to crush them, crushing is powerful amongst many of the types of the undead who carry no skin or flesh to protect them.
He looks at Jennuvera looks at Keth.
Yeah, Keth holds out the elemental blade and the quarterstaff. He's like, he shrugs.
He shrugs. I don't know.
Keth has a backpack full of mallets, and he holds out these two other things.
And remember, even if you believe you have slain one of the undead, it is not always so easy. They may rise again.
How do we make sure they don't?
There is no...
I think that's where fire would come in. He'd burn the corpses.
And you hope that will be enough, and that you are not instead raising a flaming undead to chase you from that point.
Oh, boy.
That would not be great.
There is no guarantee with this sickness.
Sucks.
I hate to cut this short, but I really feel like we need to put that town out.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
And let's all be honest here. I'm going to guess that Rikus is probably somehow connected to the Lich, so I'm going to guess he knows we're here now. Because I just have a hunch.
I can do one of two things. I can go with you, and we can try to use my power to turn them away if they overwhelm you or become too strong for you, or I can try and find other places in the town to help. We can split up, and I can use my strength to protect others.
Ooh. If we're overwhelmed in the town, then it doesn't matter, and we can't finish the Lich, right?
Right.
If we can't handle this without you, then we definitely can't handle what's coming.
Yeah.
So go help other people.
I think if we spread out as much as we can, we should be able to help the most people here.
He nods, and he says, very well. He closes his eyes and he draws his hand forward. There's a crack, and from a wisp of smoke, a horse coalesces in front of him.
Cool.
Neat.
Jennuvera says that out loud.
He mounts the horse and he says, good luck, Many Pennies. And he turns toward the town and heads off.
All right, guys.
Yep.
Y'all ready?
So ready.
We'll find out.
Yep.
Hey adventurers, DM Anthony here again. I just want to remind you that there are lots of ways to support the show. Head on over to patreon.com/adventureinc. Tell your friends about the show. Rate and review us on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. Links and more can be found at adventureinc.podbean.com. Thanks everyone, we'll see you next week.
Make this our end tag, Anthony. This is an important PSA that everyone in the world needs to hear. Go see cats. Meow, 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 cats. Meow, 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 cats. Meow, 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 cats. Meow, 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 cats.